Good evening, my friends. Happy Monday. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a good beginning of their week. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, look at all the woos. I love it. Love it. Y'all are awesome. Um so today we're just gonna hang out. Okay. Um I'm gonna go over something. It's gonna be a reaction video. I haven't watched it yet. And I've seen this guy's shit before, but I don't know if I've ever reviewed it. So, but he's a fucking moron. And we're gonna talk about that a little bit. But it'll be a little later. First, I wanna say that I'm really happy to hang out with you guys today. Thank you guys for spending your Monday evening with me. Um, I hope that today is going to be a fun stream, man. I really do. Um, so listen, let me just get the elephant in the room out of the way. Now, I wasn't going to chime in on this because I'm not a local, okay? And I'm really grateful because everybody involved has welcomed me into their community, and I'm really grateful for that. But I understand that there's supposed to be like this 24-hour vigil or standout or both in honor of John O'Keefe for his anniversary. And I believe this is supposed to happen in front of the Canton Police Department. And now I realize that there's like some discourse going on between some of the people in the community over this. And I mean, from what I've seen, it's remained pretty civil. But what I'm trying to wrap my head around, because I do respect everybody's feelings about this. I really do. But my hang up from an outsider's perspective, okay, to be fair, from an outsider's perspective, but somebody who shares the same passion as everyone here, outside of not being a local and caring about my very own home community. But I gotta say, why is anyone trying to stop anyone from standing out, speaking up, assembling? Why there shouldn't be, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, and this is not to disrespect anyone, because again, I understand their feelings, but when it comes to what we're doing here, what are we doing if we're trying to stop each other from standing up and speaking out? Turtle Boy went to jail for 2 months for our right to do that. I mean, that's a fact, you know? And I realize that's a tough pill for some people to swallow, because they might have their feelings about Turtle Boy or whatever, and that's fine. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinions about anybody and their feelings about anybody. But to me, it's still, no matter what, you know, to me, it's just like the whole reason that this case is getting the attention that it's getting, and Karen Reed is getting the support that she's getting, and Turtle Boy is getting the support that he's getting, is because people have been assembling. Now, again, I'm not trying to minimize anybody's feelings. Maybe I'm just not understanding something. But I'm of the opinion that we should be supporting anybody who wants to express themselves and assemble in honor of Boston police officer John O'Keefe. And it reminds me because and here's the thing is I kind of get it. Because I had similar feelings about there was this case that I used to cover about a missing little girl out of Rogersville, Tennessee. Her name is Summer Wells. There is no information. Like she just up and vanished. And there's no evidence of foul play. It's a lot, but there's really not a lot is kind of the point. But when there were anniversaries of when she went missing or birthdays, and there are people who made a spectacle out of this and absolutely just grifted off of the back of this poor child. There were people like who started their own thing and made a party out of it, and it was really disrespectful. But there was other people who did it, and because of the other people, I was like, man, this is a bad idea. This is just going to draw problems. People are going to cause problems, and the whole point, and the little girl is going to be lost in all of it, you know. And that really bugged me. And so then these people, some of them, and you guys have seen Chasing in the chat sometimes, she helped organize it, and I was against it, and I spoke up about it. And then when they did it, it turned out to be really successful. It turned out to be a really, really nice, kind thing. There were locals who showed up. There was experts who an expert who came and educated, I think, on missing children and how to educate people and how to educate the local to keep your eye on their kids better. And it turned out really nice. And I had to publicly say I stand corrected. This was really nice. It was exactly what they intended it to be, and it turned out to be that exactly. So, you know,
oh, here we go.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
Liz, thank you so much. You understand it. Some people want Canton to heal, kumbaya, etc. So just forget that they killed people. Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, listen. I get your feelings about it, and again, when I say I don't want to invalidate anyone's feelings on this, I truly don't. Okay, but the thing is that's an area where I'm not going to give my opinion. I don't get to, like, because I'm not a local in Canton, because I'm not a local, you know, I don't feel like I have the, you know, I don't have a say in expressing how, you know, locals in Canton should feel about that, you know. It's just not my place to do that, so I won't. And you guys who are local, you guys are entitled to your feelings and opinions about anybody who's involved too. That's cool. I just won't do that, you know. I just won't do that. But as far as the action of it goes, I will say that regardless of how anyone feels about it, it's something that I feel should just be sucked up and that's it. Because the end of the day, the reason why this has become the movement that it has is because people have gotten together and assembled and exercised their First Amendment rights on a level, and I mean consistently and relentlessly, you know, tirelessly have given their time to go stand out and assemble. So in my eyes, I think that it's one of those things where you just got to eat it. You know what I mean? Like, just accept the fact that these people feel strongly about what they're gonna stand out on, and they're gonna do it. You know, they feel strongly about it. They have a right to their feelings about it, and they have a right to express them. You know, and we should all be supporting each other in that regard. You know, like those blue shirt people, like if cops came up and hassled them, unless they were like violating the restraining orders that they have, unless it was that, you know, like the blue shirt people, if the cops were just hassling them just to hassle them, I would defend them because they're out there exercising their First Amendment rights. They're doing something no different than anybody else, you know, who believes Karen is innocent has been doing. So, you know, I'm of the opinion that no matter what our opinions are, if people want to get out there and they want to, they want to express themselves and assemble, as a movement total, we should be supporting anyone who wants to do that. You know, Estee's not asking nobody's permission when she goes out there to the state house. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just goes. And what is the reaction to that? Everyone supports her. I don't really see how this is any different. That's just my opinion. I don't really see how this is any different. So that's just, you know, I gotta say that, I mean, I realize that I'm an outsider, but I support this this standout. I support it. Now let's move on to, dude. So there's there's some shit with this Colleen Crawford lady, dude. This Colleen Crawford lady whose name keeps coming up. Now let's check this out. Now Colleen Crawford is, you guys got to remember, Colleen Crawford is the tech, the AV tech that works for the expert that works for Michael Morrissey. And it turns out that she's been donating money to Morrissey. I'm trying to find, I thought I reposted that. Where? Okay, yeah. Check this out. Now, of course, the great Microdots does it because he's got that clip channel. And so here, I'm going to share the link, but make sure to give this little clip a like and subscribe to this channel, because it's not Microdot's main channel, it's his clip channel. So make sure to subscribe to that channel while you're over there. And
the video was provided by the IT director for the town of Canton.
My name is Louis Jutras. I am the Information Systems Manager for the town of Canton.
There was a sheriff file that was shared with the troopers. The troopers, upon receiving that, it was Trooper Dunn who received that video, not Trooper Proctor. Now, as far as the video was provided to Trooper Matthew Dunn of the CPAC unit with the District Attorney's Office. That was then shared with Ms. Crawford. It was a person in our office who specifically who deals with forensic and surveillance video and type evidence. It was then archived on our system.
Except it wasn't. Let's listen to this one more time. This is the chain of custody of the video at the Canton Police Department of the Sallyport. Okay? This is the chain of custody of it.
The video was provided by the IT director for the town of Canton.
My name is Louis Jutras. I am the Information Systems.
Oh my God.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
Kevin from Illinois. Not Karen related, but name this movie. I always said if I had to fuck a guy, I mean, if I had to, like if my life depended on it, I'd fuck Elvis. I mean, Elvis is prettier than most women, right? 3 kung fu movies. I'm not even going to name the movie. Just know that I know. Okay? Just know that I know, bro.
Manager for the town of Canton.
There was a sheriff file that was shared with the troopers. The troopers, upon receiving that, it was Trooper Dunn who received that video, not Trooper Proctor. Now, as far as the video was provided to Trooper Matthew Dunn of the CPAC unit with the District Attorney's Office, that was then shared with Ms. Crawford. It was a person in our office who specifically who deals with forensic and surveillance video and type evidence. It was then archived on our system. Recently, we reached out and spoke to the IT director of the town of Canton again. That share link I tried to send to council. Email essentially wouldn't go through. We tried to open it. Essentially, it won't open. So the link expired within 30 days, within 60 days, if not 30 days of it being shared with our office. But the exact information that was provided by the town of Canton was archived by Ms. Crawford, was then provided to council at her arraignment in Superior Court.
So archived by Miss Crawford. Archived by Miss Crawford. That means that she was the person in charge of making sure that it doesn't get erased. That her responsibility was to archive it so that it exists. It remains existing. It to preserve the evidence. That was her job. Her job was literally to preserve that evidence. And for some reason, it doesn't exist now. And she's the one who meets with, I forget his name now, but Erickson? Is it Erickson? I want to say it's Erickson, who is the expert for the defense to examine the original Sallyport footage. But then it's not there. And all Miss Crawford has to say is, I don't know. Wait, what? Yeah, we had an appointment. I flew in from Phoenix, Arizona to meet with you, Miss Crawford. Remember? You spoke with someone on the defense team and worked it out to where I would meet you here. I spoke to somebody? Who did I speak to? I spoke to somebody on the defense team? About what? About having the The Sally Port video? Is there even video in the Sally Port? Is there even a camera? Who did I talk to? They said they talked to me? Yeah. This is the act that she puts on when they get to the Canton Police Department. And if she works in Michael Morrissey's Norfolk County DA's office, the fuck is she doing at the Canton Police Department if she's not there to meet him, where that was a designated place to meet? Fascinating shit. So here it is. It's exactly her job. It is exactly her job to preserve this evidence. Archiving it is, in my mind, the same as preserving the evidence.
As well as I was able to download it onto a Citrix file, which I then shared with counsel earlier this week. So what we have as a video, what exists as a video, what we were given as a video for those relevant time frames was placed onto the archive within our system, was then placed onto a disk, and what's on the disk and what's been provided to counsel is what we received.
Okay.
Mike Duns is so funny. Okay. Just look at how he like just embellishes that. Okay. It's so funny. And so here we've got these things. These are interesting. Nick Rocco found these, I think. I think the credit goes to him. I'm not sure. But look at these little Colleen Crawford. These are, she's contributing money to Michael Morrissey. $100 here, $150 there, $100 there. I mean, they go back to 2015, right? So now, if you're wondering if this is at all unethical, what's up, Mizzy? It's good to see you. And Olivia, it's good to see you. If you're wondering if this is at all unethical, let's see what Bettero has to say about it. So our friend Bettero, Mark Bettero, he says a major red flag for public corruption is when employees stuff the elected officials' pockets with cash. You see it with prosecutors, non-lawyers, and state police assigned to that office. More a reflection on the public servant that accepts the money from subordinates than the foolish servants who give it to him. I mean, she's donated over $1,400 to Meatball. Now, why is somebody who works for somebody else giving the person that they work for money? What's going on with that chain of command? Because there's something wrong there. Like, it stinks. And she's giving him money. And we know Michael Morrissey is being investigated for how he investigated this case. So here she's in charge of this evidence, and there's a whole my word against yours bullshit thing going on right now. And she is the other word against Karen Reed and her defense team. She's saying, I gave it to them. They're saying, dude, we filed motions. We want our evidence that could be exculpatory. What's up, Tom? We have a right to this evidence, to review it. Untainted, untampered with. And it's totally fucked with. It was proven in the last trial because it was fucking inverted. So I mean, Bettero is just flat out saying that shit is dirty, dude. I mean, he's not. He's saying it's a red flag. Is exactly what he's saying. He's saying it's a red flag. It's definitely something to go, what is going on here? Because there's something weird about that. And again, right. I've never given my boss money. Like, what? That doesn't happen. And great video, Microdots. Thank you for that, buddy. I mean, look at this shit, dude. I mean, look at that shit. Dude, there's so many. Like, the problem is that there's too many red flags coming from Michael Morrissey's office. Like, I'm trying to tell you, dude. Like, it's this simple. If you are defending the Commonwealth in the Karen Read case, after all of the unethical shit that they have done, you're a piece of shit. You're a waste of fucking space. Chad, thank you so much. Will Brother Counsel is your Jewish twin brother. Is he? He's my Jewish twin brother. Okay. Right on. Dude, like, this is a drop in the bucket of dirty shit, red flags. Dude, it's like a ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese, but instead of balls in the pit, it's red flags. This is just one of them. Like, if you Scrooge McDuck could fucking do a fucking dive into how many red flags there are coming from the Commonwealth in this case. You've got to be fucking retarded, dude. Like, that's just what it boils down to. At this point, like, you've just got to be fucking retarded if you think that Karen Read is guilty. It's just what it boils down to. Now, I am going to open the phone lines a little later. Let me do something here. And let me go over this first, because Turtle Boy posted this video, and I haven't actually watched it yet, but I want to watch it because it involves Nicholas Guarino. And the thing about Nicholas Guarino is his name just keeps coming up. When it comes to any type of tech evidence, his name just keeps coming up. Cynthia Lynch, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. So nice. So let's see this 7 3/4 video, 7 3/4 minute video. No, I haven't gotten to the petty shit yet. I don't even know how petty I'm going to get. I'm not even really in a petty mood. But we'll see, because we're going to review some fucking morons video later. But But first, we're going to check out what Turtle Boy had to say about Guarino. So John O'Keefe's health data, Apple Health data, shows him ascending and descending 3 flights of stairs and taking 80 steps between 12:22 and 12:24 a.m. And I think what sparked this was people disputing the stairs thing on Twitter. Morons, absolute morons, because the stairs thing, I mean, it's fucking stairs, dude. And I think Turtle Boy explains it here. It shows him ascending and descending 3 flights of stairs and taking 80 steps between 12:22 and 12:24. I'm gonna mute this because I don't want to get a copyright. Karen Reed doesn't have stairs in her car, so the only place it could be is inside Brian Albert's. The Commonwealth will tell you that the GPS shows John was never inside the house. But if he wasn't inside the house, then what stairs did he ascend and descend? Exactly.
Number of steps that a person has taken during a given time period, as well as whether that person is going up or down stairs, correct?
Yes.
Do you stand by the statement that he ascended and descended 3 flights of stairs precisely at 12:22 and 14 seconds?
I'm going by what Celebrate has given me from that time points, and that's what I used.
Is it true that what the Apple Health data actually state is that John O'Keefe's phone went up and down 3 flights of stairs sometime within the time period that began at 12:22:14 and ended at 12:24:37?
I can't speak to it. I don't know. This is what, again, when the phone comes back up with location data at 12:19, as I said, he's by Dedham Street and Cedar Crest Road. At 138 Dedham Street, right around there.
Yeah, it needs to be noted. And I think it needs to be noted every fucking time. Because I've never seen that shit happen ever in my life, no matter how many fucking trials I've followed and watched. I've never seen somebody get up on the stand who suspiciously was the person in charge of being unable to retrieve data that should be retrievable in multiple cases where there is suspicious law enforcement behavior. Just to name 2, Karen Reed and Sandra Birchmore. Now, this dude, I've never seen anyone, especially someone in his position, get up sit on the stand in a case where the majority of people who are following this case believe that the defendant is innocent, sits there on the stand, and the first thing that comes out of his mouth into the mic is, "Kill me." Never, ever have I seen that shit in my life. That is something that needs to be noted when it comes to this guy's testimony. This guy's testimony right here is this from the beginning, one of the biggest bullshit testimonies that I've ever heard, ever. And it's coming from a cop. The case, remember, for 14 months. Woo! Thank you so much.
$12:20 a.m., 34 Fairview's put into Waze. He then proceeds down Dedham Street, takes a left onto Oakdale Road. It goes to the end of Oakdale, takes a left onto Maplecroft. As he's going by Maplecroft and Pinecone Road, right around 12:22 and 14 seconds, was a data point listed that he's ascending, descending the stairs. So he's over a half mile away from 34 Fairview at this point. They go down Maplecroft, take a right onto Cedar Crest, all the way down Cedar Crest. They do not turn onto Fairview Road.
Oh, that's easy, but I'm not even going to say. Period, full stop. I appreciate the super chat, but I'm not going to say. But that's easy. That's an easy one for me.
It goes by Fairview, does a 3-point turn or turns around somehow, and then goes back to Fairview and takes a right, where it finally stops between 34 and 32 Fairview.
Watch out for the hill, kid. I think he said Pinecroft is right where they were when this happened.
Watch out for the hill, kid.
Pinecone Road, and then Maplecroft intersects here. And this is the ascending, descending stairs points in his phone. Doing a Google Earth elevation check. There's about a 20-degree dip, and then it goes up. And then as you go down Cedar Crest, the hill is about a 50-foot elevation change again. So it's pretty significant.
It's
And so I'm
pretty
sorry, sir, as far as the
significant.
elevation change that you're talking about, how is that measured and and where is that in reference to what's picked up here?
So again, like I said, in this area here, there's about a 20-foot drop. And then as you go down Cedar Crest, that hill is about 50 feet. This spot here is the ascending, descending stairs. So as I said before, he doesn't have an eye watch on, so it's not collecting that great health data. It's still acting as a pedometer. So again, whatever movements he's doing is triggering something in the phone as he's ascending and descending these hills. Essentially, it could be tricking the phone into thinking it's stairs.
Dude, that shit was flat as fuck, dude. That shit was flat as fuck. Hold on.
Pine Cone Road and then Maple.
I think he said Pine.
Look at that right there, dude. That shit is flat as fuck. If it was any flatter and had more cracks in it, it would be Jill Daniels. Oh my God. No. Oh shit. Give me a fucking break, okay? I said shut up.
Croft is right where they were when this happened.
This is Pine Cone Road and then Maplecroft intersects here. And this is the ascending, descending stairs points in his phone. Doing a Google Earth elevation check. There's about a 20-degree dip and then it goes up. And then as you go down Cedar Crest, the hill is about a 50-foot elevation change again. So it's pretty significant.
And so I'm sorry, sir, as far as the elevation change that you're talking about, how is that measured and and where is that in reference to what's picked up here?
So again, like I said, in this area here, there's about a 20-foot drop. And then as you go down Cedar Crest, that hill is about 50 feet. This spot here is the ascending, descending stairs. So as I said before, he doesn't have an eye watch on, so it's not collecting that great health data. It's still acting as a pedometer. So again, whatever movements he's doing is triggering something in the phone as he's ascending and descending these hills. Essentially, it could be tricking the phone into thinking it's stairs.
So let's investigate starting at the corner of Pinecone and Oakdale Road, which Detective Guadino kept calling Maplecroft, right? To see what these huge hills looked like that tricked John O'Keefe's phone into thinking he was ascending and descending stairs. Look at this shit.
This is the street where Garino says
Bruh.
John's phone went up 3 flights of stairs because it's like so steep. He said it's 50 feet. So we're gonna check out this road. You guys show me the steep part. Okay. Hope this kid knows he's about to go over a big drop. I guess. Look how flat this shit is.
Dude.
Look how flat this street is. Are you
Dude.
kidding me? Are you kidding me? Watch out for the hill, kid. I think he said Pinecroft is right where.
Oh my God, people. Jeanette Lawson just sent me a wonderful Cash App. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you, Jeanette.
Where they were when this happened. Look at this shit. Is this the flattest street you've ever seen?
It is the
I feel like I'm in
flattest
Indiana.
I've ever seen.
There it is. That's Pinecone. That's the
That
street
shit looks like
Garino
Florida.
calls Pinecone. It says right there, Pinecone. That's the street he said where John was. So this is the 50-foot drop. Bro, did I miss? Are you kidding me right now? 50-foot drop? What?
It's so easily disproven too. Like
Like,
look, all he had to
this
do was
is it.
drive over there.
This is where John ascended and descended 3 flights of stairs. We're going to play the testimony. This is what he said. Are you kidding me right now? You
What's
have
up,
to be
Steve
kidding
Squirrel?
me. No. Is this Cedar Crest?
What's up,
Yeah, we're going to go
Meredith?
right here. Yeah, right there. So we're back on Cedar Crest. And whoa.
right
Yeah,
there.
she drives
there
like
it
Karen. And then
is.
so we're gonna come up here. See, there's so many stupid 4-way stops here
Oh
on
shit.
Cedar Crest. So come down here, and they're gonna Fairview Road's gonna be on the left. They're gonna overshoot it.
So, yep. So this is the track. This one shows the
Nice.
12:22 and 14 seconds GPS point where the
And that's the day, right? That's the day that you all went to see F. McCarthy's and fucking got assaulted by Jill Daniels and Jim Ferris. Isn't that the same day? I feel like that's the same day. dude. Like, I'll never forget that shit. I'll never forget. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they had just gone and done that. They just went to go get a meal of food at CF McCarthy's because I think Turtle Boy was saying that they have like this killer buffalo wrap or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what he said. Something to that effect. And like, dude, like if you hear somebody testify to that shit, like you're gonna believe him. He wasn't there looking for trouble. You saw the video. God, that was so ridiculous, dude. Jim Ferris was like, he's just like a fucking goon, dude. Like, Jim Ferris is such a fucking goon, bro. Like from like a movie. Like, you know what Jim Ferris reminds me of, dude? He reminds me of. Have you guys ever seen The Last Dragon? Sure enough, you know, like, do you remember the guy there was the little bald guy that looked like Master Blaster from Kid Video? I just took y'all back right there. Like, anybody fucking knows what the fuck I'm talking about right there. Kid Video, from my video to my radio. Yeah. So the little short dude, the villain, in what was it? Last Dragon. So do you remember the guy that was his like right hand that he just kept abusing? That's Jim Ferris, dude. Jim Ferris looks just like that dude and acts just like that dude. Like Chris Albert is the little fucking dude. When Leroy dunked his head into the piranha tank. And then the girl came over there to comfort him, and he was like, "Get away from me, it's a broad." That dude had the fucking suitcase full of money. That's Jim Ferris, bro. Chris Albert is the little villain dude. Telling you.
Right here where the little arrow is, that's exactly where they were when the phone is registering the ascending, descending stairs, like listed in Cellbrite.
If you could, you can have a point to illustrate the jury where that point is in relation to where 34 Fairview Road is.
Yes. So
Jim
this is where they
Ferris
were with the
is a
ascending, descending
goon.
stairs. They would go continue down through this little piece here, take the right onto Cedar Crest. They continue down Cedar Crest, missing Fairview right here, and then turn back around and then come to the house.
Look how flat this shit is. Look how flat this street is. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Watch out for the hill, kid.
And so at the time that the phone has that recording of the health data descending, and is it ascending or descending, or how does that read in the health data?
I have in my report, and that's what's copied from the thing. It's ascending/descending stairs.
And at that point in time, cross-referencing that health data with the GPS location, where physically is Mr. O'Keefe's phone at that particular time frame?
Maplecroft by Pinecone Road, right at that intersection.
And has Mr. O'Keefe's phone arrived or been in the area as far as the GPS, specifically of 34 Fairview Road?
At that time?
Yes.
No, not at all.
And so,
What? Like this is it. This is where John ascended and descended 3 flights of stairs. We're gonna play the testimony. This is what he said. Are you kidding me right now?
That's
You
not a
have to be
thing.
kidding me.
for understanding that those 170 steps all took place at 12:11.
Watch out for the hill,
No,
kid.
again, like I said, the phone is a high-tech pedometer. It doesn't mean that steps were taken. It means the phone was manipulated in a way that it believed it was moving and taking steps.
Oh, I see your objection. Okay, so
Sorry.
yeah,
Cone. That's the street he said where John was. So this is the 50-foot drop. Bro, did I miss? Are you kidding me right now? 50-foot drop?
Bro.
What?
Again, that's assuming that they are steps.
right. And again, I'm asking you from the data itself.
Again, the phone says it's steps, doesn't mean they are.
All right, well, what's listed as steps?
Yeah, it
that
does.
From based on your training experience and familiarity with this sort of health data. What if anything?
The funny thing is, like, this guy, knowing everything that I know about this guy already, like, he has absolutely zero credibility with me. Nothing that guy fucking says means fucking dick to me at all. This guy is like for sure dirty. Like, I am so convinced that this guy is dirty that I don't even know how to put it into words. This guy, in my opinion, is responsible for hiding and getting rid of shit tons of evidence between this case and Sandra Birchmore's case. Just those two alone.
Does that tell you as to whether or not the person with the phone is physically taking steps?
That's not the case.
What is the case?
Like I said, the phone has internal measures.
Okay.
The phone has internal measures in it. Like I said, it's basically a pedometer. So the movements of the phone, the distance traveled, it's going to register as steps. You don't have to physically be walking and moving the phone for it to register movements. Just waving it around and then could.
And right, what the fuck's he even talking about? And the shit with Jennifer McCabe's fucking phone, dude, I don't trust shit from the Commonwealth. Dude, that's where I'm at now. Like, it's so funny to me because, like, I spent months still slightly open-minded that there was something. Slightly open-minded that there was negligence versus corruption. Now, like, I am so convinced that these are the dirtiest motherfuckers I've ever seen. There's too much. There's too much. These people are corrupt as fuck.
Potentially cause it to think you're walking and moving. Again, that's assuming that they are steps.
Right. And again, I'm asking you from the data itself.
Again,
Steps being taken from sitting in somebody's fucking car. What is the point of that being reliable? Why does a fucking iPhone average cost of $1,000 fucking dollars have that feature if it's gonna track your steps while you're sitting in a fucking car? That defeats the entire purpose of that technology. Walking versus being a lazy fuck in a car. That's the whole point behind that technology in your phone, is to differentiate these things. And so this asshole expects the world to believe that John O'Keefe's phone tracked him going up and down stairs, stepping, walking, while he's in a moving fucking car. This guy is a fucking liar. You know how I know he's a fucking liar? Because he sat there scared shitless when he sat on the stand. Scared out of his fucking mind. There is no reason why you should be scared of testifying at a trial when you are a police officer, unless you're a fucking liar. Unless you're fucking dirty. There's absolutely no reason why you should be afraid sitting on that stand as an officer of the law, testifying in a case that you investigated. There's no reason to be afraid to sit on that stand and testify. And the first thing that comes out of this dude's mouth is, "Oh, kill me." Streamed on the internet worldwide. Oh, you didn't know that, Kim? Yeah, man. This dude is dirty as fuck, in my opinion.
and the phone says it's steps, doesn't mean they are.
All right, well.
Absolutely. Lying is so much easier than investigating. Justice is coming. Absolutely is. I believe that wholeheartedly. What the fuck? Get out of there. Get out of there. All right. Now, all right. Yeah, this fucking dipshit. All right. Let's see if we can get petty. What is this, like an intro? If you don't speak Dothan, it's a little hard to read if you don't speak Dothan. Okay. Stop for a second here. Something's seriously fucking wrong with this guy. There's no sound. What do you mean there's no sound? No sound. That's weird because I didn't have it muted. No sound still? Could you guys not hear that right there? Am I muted? Can you guys hear me? Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this again.
No.
Can you hear that now? Can you hear the video now? Okay. Yeah, I had to just reload. Something happened. There was a glitch. Like, hold on. You guys got to hear this shit again. Something's fucking wrong with this guy. The shit that he clips.
You know who spearheaded this cover-up. You all know.
I tried my hardest to stop the bleeding.
This was my client's boyfriend, somebody with whom she was in love.
Stabbed him lightly in the back just to get him off. But she had to remember the bad
His
times.
father was massaging his dick.
You've never been in a fight.
No.
Fuck.
They got him wide open.
Yeah, like, what? His father was massaging his dick. Like, why of all the things in that trial would you like clip that and put that in your shit? There's something fucking wrong with this dude. His father was massaging his dick. What?
It's just the internet. Relax.
Do you know what tears look like? I do not think that having an affair is a motive to murder someone.
Kara Reed is 1,000% guilty.
I didn't magically get powers to remember things from the past. If you have anything that you want to tell us.
I do not believe any jury will ever convict Eric Menendez of first-degree murder.
Falling from a moving vehicle as a pedestrian, maybe being pushed out. It could also arise from an attack.
Oh, I love that guy.
Are you the killer?
No.
That's a cop killer right there.
I was saving body parts such as skulls.
John's dead.
Top of his hair was scraped off his head.
And she said, Google hypothermia, Google how long it takes to die in the cold. Surprised he doesn't just take out a rifle in the courtroom and shoot him.
I hit him.
I was found out I'm kidnapped and something happened to me.
Constant phone calls.
Seriously, what do you want with me? Did you ever say I hit him? I hit him. I did not. I said I hit him
It was several times.
because he's dead. Karen, we saw you outside of my sister's.
Did you murder your wife?
No. Sister.
We couldn't leave the house without people taking pictures of us.
Just take a lot of harassment.
Well, then go to the cops, for Christ's sake.
Like, what the fuck is all this?
I know it has to be eating them up inside.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
This is like a temporary setup, so I want to make sure it's working. So today has not been a good day for the cult. The conspiracy theory got destroyed due to
Auntie Deb has fucking wrecked this dude so many times. It's so great.
Turtle Boy. I would love to hear about that. I am not in the loop at all with any of the side quests. So you guys have to fill me in. I mean, I'm sure it does seem like things are falling apart.
That dude
from
said,
what I saw with just like a microdot falling apart. I mean, I'm sure it does seem like things are falling in. Any of the side quests. So you guys have to fill me in. The side quests. So you guys have to fill me in. I had quests. So you guys have to fill me in. I mean, I'm sure it does seem like things are falling apart. From what I saw with just like the microdots thing. So the microdots thing, it just left out. It's kind of focused on Jen McCabe's missed call, sort of. Which I thought was strange because now we're seeing these things about Higgins, but it's like Higgins and Jen McCabe, there's no relation. The only thing that the original conspiracy tied Jen McCabe in because
there's no relation between Jen McCabe and Brian Higgins, except for the fact that Brian Higgins was at Brian Albert's house as well as Jen McCabe after they were all at the Waterfall Bar and Grill together. And Jen McCabe is Brian Albert's sister-in-law. So, and Brian Higgins and Brian Albert are buddies who just drove down from New York for a funeral. Like, what do you mean that there's absolutely no relation? That makes no sense. Like, the fact is that they were both in that house. And I don't think it's a coincidence that 222 is when Brian Albert and Brian Higgins spoke to each other through a butt dial. And then Jennifer McCabe Googles how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. I don't find that to be a coincidence at all.
You know, Colin was her nephew. But if Colin's out of the picture, Jen McCabe has no reason to be helping Higgins cover up a crime. So it's a little strange. If I can figure out how to do this.
Yeah, she absolutely has every reason. She absolutely has every reason to protect her family. Because it wasn't just Brian Higgins. Now, I firmly believe that Brian Higgins was absolutely involved directly in the murder of Boston police officer John O'Keefe. I believe this. His behavior just dictates it to me. This isn't one of those things where people are like, there's no evidence. There's tons of evidence. There's tons of suspicious shit. There's tons of shit that the opposite of a federal agent would do that this dude did after the fact. Everyone in that house who happened to see something and has lied this far is accountable. Everyone has something to lose. See, these idiots always think in terms of, oh, well, there's no way that many people could keep a secret. Bullshit. In the interest of self-preservation, absolutely all those people can keep a secret. If every single one of them are accountable to some degree, if they all have something to lose, jail time, their lives turning upside down, worse than they already are.
I haven't been on this in so long. Is this the right one? Let's see.
This is my purpose, and it's more important than anything I did in my prior life. We're gonna retool everything. And maybe some things will stay similar, but we're gonna shuffle a lot of things around.
I'm with your niece and nephew, you pervert.
Well, Karen was a bit rambunctious, for lack of a better word.
Nobody knows what the you are, you pervert.
And would periodically take me and fight me in order to get my attention instead of necessarily just saying me. So perhaps
So, like, what this dude is just doing is twisting, taking clips and twisting them and making them all dramatic, like Krusty Panties does. He's better at it, though. Larry Legend, thank you so much, buddy. He's a real life Nick Swartzen in Reno 911. Oh, yeah, aka Terry Bernardino. Boneless melanal. Boneless melanal. Gotcha. Okay. He totally looks like, I was trying to figure out who the fuck he looked like. That you nailed it, bro. Nick fucking Swartzen, dude. He looks just like him. That's crazy, bro. Nice job.
the arm marks were not from Chloe.
John's injuries were not classic pedestrian injuries.
Dad, I think I struck something.
I texted him.
John's dead. Carrie. And then she hung up.
I feel like I was fooled. By who? By Karen.
He's dead. Said we found him in the snow at 5 a.m.
John O'Keefe and Karen Reed never entered my house.
12 people didn't see the guy in one house, so that's what you were lying. 12 people also didn't see the body.
Just requested 16,000 last night.
You're loser.
There was no case against me.
I hit him. Oh my God, I hit him. Several times I hit him.
They took a picture of my.
Like, what these people hate the most is the support that Karen has. That's what these people hate the most. They love when there's some weird shit going on between some of us, which is bound to happen. But they love when shit happens that's fucking that there's drama, And they all act like they all go, "Oh my God, they're falling apart." The Free Karen Reed movement is falling apart. They love to say that shit. It's fucking great. That's what this guy started his stream off saying.
Daughter.
I'm not the first person this has happened to.
It's really odd. Nothing really seems to make any sense, but it never really has. Him getting attacked in the house by Colin, I guess, and then the dog attacking him, that never made sense just because that would have been a huge commotion. And there were so many people there, unrelated people, that wouldn't lie. Like, nobody's just going to lie about the con.
No, nobody's just going to fucking lie, right? Calamity Jade, member for 34 months, dude. That is amazing. 3 years, third trial I've been here, and God willing, 3 for Justice John O'Keefe. Free Karen Reed. That is fucking amazing. You are amazing. This dude, I can't take this guy in the slightest bit seriously. I absolutely love it. No, hold on. There we go.
A damn fight that got out of control. They would follow up an ambulance immediately. End of the story. So it seems like maybe they're going to try to say that Higgins, he did die in that spot outside the house, but like Higgins came along and hit John before he got into the house.
I will never unsee it now. Like, the dude is a fucking spitting image of Nick Swardson, dude.
Karen's been on TV saying that she saw him walk into the door. So, yeah. Did I clip him? Did I tag him? Did I hit him in the knee? I mean, that's the answer. She pretty much told on herself right there. They're going to play that in court.
No,
I mean, I hope they do. And I've only seen that one clip on.
I love how that's like evidence to somebody. Somebody who's asking questions and trying to figure out, like, what happened to her boyfriend. The only person who tried to help him, by the way. But for some reason, it's suspicious that she's trying to take some sort of accountability just to get some sort of closure for herself, willing to throw herself under the bus to get closure as to what happened to the man she loves. That's exactly what she was doing. It's not even difficult. Like, I guess it would be difficult for somebody who's incapable of any empathy. Like a straight jackass, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that would be impossible for them to understand. But that's what it seems like.
Oh, here we go.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
Meredith, thank you so much. My kitten fundraiser is going on till Friday. So far, we paid for Karen's lawyers and experts to fly out for one hearing. Let's make it 2. Please consider donating $3 or $6 to Karen's defense fund. Absolutely. Oh my God. And I meant to here. Hold on. Let me hold, please. Oh my God. I even copied this and forgot to paste it. Meow. Bro. Fuck yeah. There we go. All right. So Karen's defense link is pinned to the top of the chat. Make sure to if you're feeling generous, you want to help. She's got the Kitties fundraiser going on, and it's absolutely fantastic. That's not no. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't read that. Mazza Media roasting Bellsville is something we don't do enough. Yeah, good point, Mazza. That's why I wanted to go over it. I don't know how this is gonna turn out because I don't think I've ever roasted this guy, but I mean, he's quite stupid.
I didn't see it in the show, and I think it's 2020 or whatever one it was, but it was on like a when she says, what is that? The one that played at the end of that video when she says, "I didn't think he was mortally wounded." I've only seen that in a promo for one of those shows, but it was never in the actual show. So I feel like her defense saw that and like take up the frick out of there. But it went out on the promo, and so hopefully Hank has that because I think that's the best one. Because like, what do you mean you didn't see him mortally wounded? You said he walked in the house. I hope he's not walking into the house mortally wounded. I just think she got caught up because she originally was saying that maybe I clipped him and he fell in his drunken.
She didn't see him mortally wounded because she saw him walk into the fucking house, dummy.
So it wasn't the hitting of the car that killed him. It was because he was stupid and drunk. So it's still the victim's fault. And I think that's kind of what the jurors got hung up on too, which I think Brennan's going to do a much better job this time laying out the kind of like her actions that night. I think that Lally got on his final closing argument, he kind of got sidetracked by the judge interrupting him, and I don't think he really laid that out clearly. There was another case last year, I think it's Lori something.
The judge doesn't even interrupt Lally, dude. She holds his fucking hand. She carries his ass.
Very similar to this case, and she was fighting with a boyfriend. She hit him with the car, and he was found in a snowbank. They found him the next morning. She found him the next morning, but she pulled into the driveway, didn't see him, allegedly. And she went on trial, but she always maintained that she never hit him, but his like clothing was like under the car and everything. So it was very clear that she hit him, but the jury acquitted her. And the jury didn't acquit her because they didn't think she hit him. They knew that she hit him, but that it wasn't a reckless homicide, that it was more, she was just trying to get away from him, didn't realize that she hit him, so she was acquitted. And so that should have probably been that would have been a better defense for Karen, I would think. But the problem with that is her 50 phone calls, right? So this woman, whether she's telling the truth or not, I have no idea. She was kind of texting people like, oh, he's abusive tonight, which could have been similar to Karen's like kind of like cover up mode where Karen's pretending he's a pervert and not pretending she doesn't know where he is.
God, dude, this is the most boring motherfucker in the world, bro.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Look, it says it's a troll. Hold on, look.
Actually, the real. Even.
Look, watch. Look at the comment. Look at the comment on the bottom. Watch. Not this one, but the one that he's about to highlight.
I don't even know how to let people on here. So if this is actually the real one, I would let him on. I don't know how.
Not gonna let me on, gay boy. Wow, bro.
I'm trying to see if I can.
I don't know. Is it the real Aiden? I don't know.
I mean, I'm interested in what the new theory is. What's the new theory?
There is no new theory. There's no fucking new theory.
I'm trying to figure out how to do something.
John went in the house. They beat the shit out of him, and then they left him for dead. That's what happened. And they tried to pin it on Karen.
Yeah, I don't know how to work this. So invite.
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
I don't know if I can just put in the chat the link. Maybe I can. Well, that's the link if anyone wants to join the chat. I mean, I'd be interested to know how much the Karen Read story has changed since the last time, because I have no idea.
Dude, it's a troll. That's a
Higgins didn't do shit. I mean, I think we know that Higgins didn't do shit. It seems like they're just trying to.
That's
get
not
people,
Turtle Boy.
I mean, it just seems like she's trying to get people in trouble. So, like, Michael Park is in trouble for drinking on the job or drinking in a police cruiser. He's in trouble for what else?
Where do you get these fucking idiots, huh? Where do you get them?
Civilians, I think those are the two charges that they're still like debating on, but neither one of those are really like, oh, he tried to cover up a murder. So it's just like all these other things that, trying to bully, just like the civilians are getting bullied. How you bully the investigators? You big trying to get dummy. The job. So that's kind of what it seems like. And so Higgins is in trouble for using that extraction device, and whoever else. So I don't know.
Higgins is in trouble for getting his buddy to fucking use that shit, dude.
Someone's coming in.
Like everything is fucking.
Let me add you in.
Suspicious about Higgins.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Who the fuck
this is Jennifer, True Crime Junkie 717. I'm the one that posted about the about what's been going on today. Because what I do is I'm also in the Free Karen Read group because I like to snoop on what's going on the other side. So what happened was last night I was watching Turtle Boy's live, and so I videoed it when Brother Cancel and Turtle Boy was on there talking, and Turtle Boy said at 12:32 we all know that that John was gone. He was incapacitated. He was done. So to me that made me think, okay, he agreed with the prosecution because, well, we all know that at 12:32 the phone doesn't move after 12:32. So that's why I'm thinking that he was dead or incapacitated where he couldn't use his phone after 12:32. So that means if Karen drove onto, according to their evidence, Karen drove onto Fairview at 12:24. So that gives them 8 minutes for John to go in the house, go 3 flights of stairs, and be beat up
Controversial opinion. Higgins hit it, which is why he curated his text. Only reason a man would get this angry over a woman was that he was. No, he didn't. It's clear. Like the texts, they never showed any that were deleted, and that was it. Like they ghosted. She ghosted him, and then he texted her that night. He never hit it. That never happened. I disagree.
About 3 persons in 8 minutes. And
What?
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I've never thought that was possible. And I think they always kind of try to argue that, oh, it's a dead zone there. So, I mean, that's what I've gotten back from them. It's like, it's a dead zone, so you can't really tell if he didn't move. And I'm like, well, the GPS literally shows him moving all that time until that spot. So what do you mean? I mean, maybe it is a dead zone. Maybe you don't get good reception. But the dead zone thing probably is going to explain, if they do have another expert, it is going to explain, like,
Trace the signal.
Jen McCabe's call is not going through, or one call showing up like 3 times. Because I think in the trial, I remember Nick Garino said something about Karen's calls. So they kind of agreed that it was a 50 call. She called him 50 times. But when Nick Garino was on the stand, he kind of said, oh, this is just one call, but it's showing up 3 different times. So maybe she didn't call him really 50 times. But the defense kind of accepted that because they only had to change the account. She didn't know how to read the data at all. So she might not really call 50 times, but it also could explain like Jen McCabe having 1 butt dial showing up as 3. And so I think that's something that they can clear up pretty easily in the next trial.
Yeah. And also, I was saying that in the Dateline interview, she actually says that he went to the side door, and in the 2020, he went to the front door. So, which door is it, Karen? You can't go to he went to both doors. He went to one door, then went to the other door. That doesn't make sense.
The side door's in the front, dummy.
So, which door is it?
Yeah,
the side door's in the front, dummy.
I don't know how they're going to end up. I mean, I don't know what their angle even is.
Right, and if she is factually innocent, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just reading this comment. Aiden, Karen, this is not the real Aiden.
Dude,
that's because she hit him before he went to any door.
It's so fascinating to me to like watch stupid fucking people discuss this case, dude. Like, because you have to, again, listen to me. There's no sugarcoating it, dude. Okay. If you think Karen Read is guilty at this point, and this is recent, this is after Turtle Boy's brother counsel stream. If you know everything about this case at this point and you still think Karen Read is guilty, you're fucking retarded. If you feel like Karen Read is guilty, knowing everything that we know at this point, okay, what are you?
I'm retarded?
Exactamundo.
Unless that's what he's saying now. Or is this...
Right. I think that's a false person. They're just looking for attention.
Yeah.
But anyway, if she is factually innocent, then why are they changing their theory? Why is there a switch? Why are they switching their theory if she's factually innocent? What do you need to change?
What do you mean? You know how many times the Commonwealth changed their theory? Commonwealth changed their theory at least twice. What are you talking about, stupid? And guess what? It's not on the defense to even have a theory. They don't have to have a theory. All they got to do is show why the prosecution's theories are bullshit, which is what they've easily been doing. Yet for some reason, we're here still.
If you're factually innocent, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, they can't. I don't think they can change. So she didn't testify, but she did do all those interviews where she's saying different things. But they can't really change without losing all credibility. Certain pieces that they said. So like their theory could change. I think the dog bite lady is out. I really do. I think the dog bite lady's out. I think Green is out. And so I think they're gonna.
The dog bite lady's not out, stupid. What are you talking about
now? Because nobody really knows. Nobody gave a consistent statement about where the plow.
Like she's gonna, dude. She's gonna testify. What are you talking about? Like, oh my goodness. Let's see. What does it say? Sandy sent a Venmo and says the woman talking is so fat it went to her brain. Okay. All righty then.
Was because his Jeep had a plow on the front, and like
Right.
the kids that showed up didn't even see it, and I don't know, like was he there? Maybe he had a company, like the company vehicle or the cop vehicle, and that's why if the plow wasn't really there, and that's why he seems like he's shifty and nervous. I think that could be a possibility. And Karen's just looking to like get everyone fired, like do what I say, or I'm gonna go after your job, and that's what she's been doing. And that's what she's
Right.
doing.
I really think they're going to go after Higgins hard. And this is my theory. I think that what they're going to, well, this is.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go after Higgins hard.
So how did you like that? Loved it. I want to ride that horse again sometime. Ooh, yeah.
Just what I think. I think that Karen was done. Well, John was done with Karen. So that relationship was going to be over. And so she thought that Higgins was going to, she was going to be able to be with Higgins. Higgins didn't want anything to do with her. So now she's going to blame Higgins because Higgins didn't want to be with her.
She's crazy.
So I guess Karen Reed doctored the waterfall footage. I guess Karen Reed manipulated Higgins into throwing away his phone. I guess Karen Reed told Higgins to lie about what he was doing at the Canton Police Department. I mean, I can go on and on. Higgins is a fucking liar, dude. Like, there's no denying that. And then the dumbass calls into the fucking JFK show. Like, what?
She's nuts.
Yeah. but it makes sense because all the time you see people. That's how sometimes people are. They get upset because their relationship ends and they're cheating on their boyfriend with somebody else, which I think she was cheating on John. At some point, she was cheating on John with Higgins, and I think that when Higgins didn't want her, now they're gonna go after Higgins. I think I don't know, but that's just my theory.
Yeah, I'm really curious, like where her brother.
That's the stupidest fucking theory in the world. So what did they switch fucking phones? And start texting each other? Like, what do you mean?
Brother's wife is, because she was there. She was looking at that taillight, and she's never at the rallies. Like, I never see her. I always see the cousin. Right, was getting confused with the wife for a long time because they do kind of look alike. Or maybe his cousin is his wife. I don't know. But no, I don't see her. I don't see Karen's sister. I guess Karen has a younger sister that hasn't been to court, hasn't said anything. So it's not even.
And why would Higgins deny it? Why would Higgins deny it? Why would Higgins deny sleeping with Karen Reed? Why wouldn't Higgins claim these things? See, this is a sign of stupid people. What's up, Joe? Flip ahead. This is a fucking sign of stupid people because only stupid people are going to theorize something that is just not making any sense because it's not happening. Why the fuck? If this is the case, if Brian Higgins had slept with Karen Reed, why are they both lying about it? Why are they both denying it? That makes absolutely no sense. Why wouldn't Higgins be claiming that that's exactly what is going on based on this fucking idiot's theory? Yeah, totally sleuthy goosey. 100%. Think about that shit. Why wouldn't Higgins be saying that? Why wouldn't Higgins just be like, dude, yes, I slept with her and now she's retaliating? She's trying to make it seem like, you know, it wouldn't be hard to convince the jury of this. You know what I mean? He's a cop. He's a fucking federal agent. It wouldn't be hard to convince the jury that he was seduced by this crazed woman, right? So this is just an example of stupid fucking people who are just making shit up. Like, she literally just made that shit up. But it's a theory. No, it's a made up fucking story. It's based on bullshit and nothing. You're not even applying rational thought to your theory. Why the fuck would Higgins deny it? Why wouldn't Higgins use what you're saying? Because every fucking thing that Higgins has done has been suspicious. And all he's done is play defense. And why the fuck would he lie about sleeping with Karen Reed and have his lawyer present when he testifies in open court? Stupid. People are amazing.
And she doesn't even have full support of her family. She has certain members of the family.
Right. And if she's factually innocent, wouldn't her whole family be there to support her?
Oh, of course. Imagine.
Oh, what? Karen Reed's entire family supports her. Karen Reed's entire family supports her. What are you talking about? Like, literally, like they alternate turns to be able to sit in the courtroom because there can only be so many people. Like, these people are just making shit up. You know how I know that that's true? Because I fucking met them all.
Yeah.
And it's like, the truth is your weapon if you're factually innocent, right? So all you have to do is scream from the rooftops exactly what happened. Be completely transparent about everything. You don't need to be making up stories about dog bites, about teenagers with beef, about all this other crap, all this other nonsense. It's like, it would have come out. It would have come out because the phone data would have proved Karen was telling the truth. It didn't. Her Lexus text string would have proved that.
There's nothing that fucking proves. I mean, there's nothing suspicious about the fact that they ripped up the fucking basement flooring, sold the house for $50,000 under market value, and then rehomed Chloe. Unreal. Like, these people just ignore.
She didn't hit him, but it did. So it's like, there's no explanation as to why her tail light's broken. Her own experts say it didn't happen when she was backing up that morning. So like, we know that she had a full tail light that day.
Does she have this asshole
there under the snow
whole time?
Enough maybe to get the feds to start looking. Oh, and then Lucky Loughran. Who knows how he was coached into saying that though? Am I frozen?
This guy sucks.
Maybe the Lucky Loughran thing, which I think he might have been coached into saying what he said. Oh, and then I saw a thing on X tonight saying that Lucky Loughran is missing. Like, do we know if that's true?
Where is this guy getting his information from? Where is this guy getting his fucking information from?
Who knows? Who knows?
No, dude. Like, Lucky Loughran's not missing. We would be talking about that. If Lucky Loughran was missing, we would suspect something, or at least some of us would suspect something and be making a huge stink about it all over social media. Like, use your common fucking sense, dude. Like, this guy will listen. This guy is just proving to me that he'll listen to any rumor and take it as fact.
But so the whole thing with Lucky Loughran is that you can tell that he was coached because his testimony was, you know, I plow, I go by like thousands of houses every night. And I know the exact time when I saw this random car in front of this random house on my route. He knows those exact times, but he doesn't know the time that he crashed into a basketball net and had to file a report. That makes no sense. Like, why would he even be worried about anything besides like that accident? Like, that was the biggest event that happened that night. Like, but he's gonna somehow remember details about a house, just one of the many houses that he passes in a car and the exact times. I don't think so. Lucky is missing. I don't know. I saw it on X. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know. Yeah, like he was told what to say, and then he was paid with a GoFundMe by Karen Reed, so he shouldn't be allowed to testify. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where's the $5 million? I think the $5 million went out to I mean, who? She didn't even have that many experts. Rick Green, like, how much does he charge? Like, oh my God.
$5 million went out to.
It's cute that Mary Bagwell and Lucky are now dating. I'm happy for Lucky. I don't know who Mary Bagwell is.
Oh, Mary, thank you for the Venmo. Thank you for your show, Humor in the Truth.
Brennan made a mold of Lucky's truck, so we don't need Lucky.
So
We could just ask the truck. We can ask the truck mold what it saw that night. The Franken truck.
The comments are fucking great. Yeah, let's see what
is he really dating her? So Mary Bagwell was one who testified at Turtle's restraining order hearing against Lindsay. So is Lucky really dating her? Or is that a joke? I don't know all these like side quest stories. I try to keep up, but it's very. There's just so much drama. I don't know who's on what side or what. Like I don't really watch anyone's live streams. I read the documents. I watch the court things. I kind of like look at what comes through on X. X is just such a cesspool. I'm blocking people left and right because I want to see like the documents and stuff that come through there, but I really don't want to listen to all the people's nonsense. But I do get good information from there because I'm not someone that's going to file. I don't have time to file like the information request and get the documents. I can't log in and get it myself.
I'm not interested in getting the facts at all. I don't give a shit about the facts. Oh my gosh. Like I like to go on Twitter and look for documents, but I don't stay on Twitter and look for documents because I just like can't stand information. So I just make shit up. So instead, what I do is I just make shit up. That's what I do. This dude's killing me, bro.
X is where I go to get that. Sometimes Boston Magazine or one of those magazines post stuff, but that's what I think too. Lucky saw Karen Lexus, not a Ford Edge. That's what I think too, and I think that they got him to change that. But the thing is, we see the plow going by when they're in front of the house, when the women are there. So his whole like story about like when he cross paths. I know I did a video on this a while ago, but like his thing is wrong because he says that he went by, like went down the hill, and then on his way back, the ambulance and the trucks and everything were there blocking him from going back up the hill. So he had to like turn off Fairview. But we see him going like, I think it was like left to right, which means he already went up that other Cedar Crest and came back down, and that would have been when he turned it, I would think. So he doesn't even know. He does not know. Either he doesn't know or he's lying. I think he doesn't know. Yeah, that is Chloe. Chloe. Zeus. Well, he's ignoring me. But I could get bite molds from him and see if they match. They're not gonna. He bites the shit out of me all the time. But he still has puppy teeth, so he does pierce through, but not the skin.
Oh my God. Wait, what? He still has puppy teeth. Oh my God.
Yes, her not wanting to see the molds, like, I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way in hell.
Nobody gives a fuck about your dog, bro.
Oh, they would put that in a trial where they're gonna be like, oh, well, she's gonna be like, oh, well, the dog's teeth could have changed. I mean, yeah, they could have changed, but you still could. I mean, you know the range of how much it would have changed, so you could still match it up and still prove your case if you thought it was true. But obviously, she doesn't believe in
it. This guy fucking sucks.
I know. I mean, I just think that Hank Brennan he's much more aggressive than Lally, but he's aggressive in like a soft-spoken, condescending way, and I like it. I think he's
no, he's not. He's aggressive in a fucking douche way. Like, is it true that you didn't know anything about DNA and that you're not an expert in DNA, Miss Russell? Is that true? Like, that dude was aggressive as fuck.
Much less of a... So, like, Alan Jackson is an attack dog, and I think jurors get worn out by that. So, like, his cross-examination is so aggressive that it doesn't go over well for jurors because they're just, like, tired of it.
No,
and they don't...
It goes over fine because he proves that every single fucking person that testified is a fucking liar.
They don't see it as, like... You know, if you're going to have someone like Alan Jackson, you have him go after the person that you're blaming, or someone that you know is lying. But like if you're going after everyone with him, it just loses its effect because the juror just sees it as like, oh, he's harassing another witness. Great. You know, like I thought that him and Jen McCabe like going at it was, I don't know. I thought it was very entertaining, but I don't think he looks good at all. Like she was talking about getting harassed. And he's like, oh, I bet it upset you or whatever.
No, she played victim. When she got cornered with her lies, she played victim, which is exactly what guilty people do.
Knowing full well that he's responsible for it. I wish he called him out more. Yeah, Jackson. So I want to find it. But here we go. I don't know if it's true. I have not found the video. But Alan Jackson cross-examining a rape victim, and he's undressing himself, saying, so they took your belt off, like undressing.
I think we got a super cat.
How dare you?
Ha ha ha. Thank you so much. What's scary? People like this end up on juries. Right. That's a good point. That is a good point. Thank you so much. Ha ha ha. All right. Phone lines are open, folks. Call in. Yeah, that guy was unbelievably fucking boring, dude. Like, there wasn't much that I could do with that dude. Like, he's just retarded. Like, he just makes shit up. But he's too insignificant to, like, get annoyed by. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a fuck about this guy or who he is. What's up, Papa? How we doing, baby boy? Did you eat all your food? You did eat all your food. Good boy. Good boy. What's up, baby boy? I'm waiting for somebody to call in, bro. What? 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 What are you doing, Papa? I love you too. I love you too. We do. You're a good boy. You're the best boy. The goodest boy. The goodest boy. Mary Pat gifted a membership. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Good evening. This is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Trying to turn my TV down.
Yeah, for real. That shit's loud, man. Robin G gifted 5 memberships. Oh my God.
There, I got it down. Sorry about that. I'm kind of blind, so it takes me a while to find it. But what the heck is this? Who is that guy that you had? We were listening to?
Some idiot.
Oh my God!
It's just some fucking idiot. Like, he keeps popping up. I got an echo, a real bad echo. I'm getting. You still got your TV on?
Are you? No, I don't. I'm just a second. I'm on a Bluetooth. Let me change over.
Okay.
Is that better?
Much better.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
He's just some moron. I've seen him. He makes these short little videos. Like, he's more popular, I think, on TikTok. And he just like makes shit up about Karen Reed. It's hilarious. It's stupid.
Well, then, well, the other night, because I have such a hard time listening to her. What everybody calls her crusty pants, which just really just disturbs me so much. That's just so disgusting.
There's a story behind that. I just don't remember what it is. But
really?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a story.
I don't want to know if I want to know.
something to do with Turtle Boy, because she used to like work for Turtle Boy or something. And
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. I follow everybody, but I'm glad I haven't followed this guy. But I listen once in a while. I'll try. I'll listen to CP you know, and it's just disgusting. I mean,
She said, Stephanie said sinus infection in her panties.
oh my God. That's so wrong in so many ways, but if it's true, oh my God.
Gross. Well, how do you get
Well,
a
I
sinus
know.
infection in your panties?
I do not know. I don't want to know.
Did she take her panties off and blow her nose while she had a sinus infection? Is that what happened? Put them back
Oh my
on.
God, dude. Where do you come up with this stuff?
Listen, man, I'm trying to sleuth the theory here.
Yeah, but you know, it's the visual that really is upsetting. You can't unsee that. But I just wanted to say that I do believe in Karen Reed is not guilty, and John O'Keefe stand out. I don't know all the stuff that's going on there, and I don't want to know because I do not like drama myself. I just don't, and I do try to stay out of it, but you know, I do support. I really enjoy your shows, though. You do have awesome shows, and your intros are just fabulous.
Awesome.
So,
thank you.
Just, you know, keep the good work up, and I know you will. And I I can't not believe all the Higgins, that man. People are sitting there saying, oh, well, you know, oh, poor Higgy or whatever, because I heard some other.
He's a decorated dude. How could you? He's a decorated dude.
Threw away his freaking phone. Are you kidding me? That's not guilty. My son's a police officer, and I said something to him, and he goes, Mom, I start telling him, then he goes, oh, Mom, I don't want to hear it. And then I would go ahead and keep talking anyway. And then he's going like, what the flip? Well, that's not exact words. And he goes, that is so against the law. He goes, I don't understand why that guy isn't been thrown off the force. And I go, well, he isn't the only one. So I go, you just need to go in and start looking into the case, man. And I haven't heard anything from him. That was 3 weeks ago. But you know, all these cops, I cannot believe how they keep getting away. I mean, Sarah, I'm not saying Miss Birchmore.
Sandra Birchmore.
Thank you. I just cannot believe the cop that was sitting on the Karen Reed stand that lied about steps. Does any of us that know with our phones that when I go walking, at least it knows when you're doing steps and when you're going up and down stairs.
Yeah,
because I have a lot of stairs I have to go up and down.
Well, I mean, why would $1,000 phone mistake moving in a car with steps? Isn't that the whole point?
Exactly. So you can track yourself, like maybe for me, because I'm pretty much blind, I have to know, I'll go back on my phone so I'll know, okay, well, I was here and here, you know, if I forgot something or I, you know, misplaced something all the time. And I depend on my phone a lot for that. So
you have to be, I mean, Kathy, I know you're with me on this. Like, considering everything that we're talking about, like, you have to be a fucking idiot to think.
You're right.
I mean, to think that Karen Reed is guilty of this crime.
Well, the people who want her to be guilty, see, that's the difference. The people
And
who
why,
and the people
right?
who
And
want
why?
her.
Why would I think that she's guilty when I could see all of this evidence of foul shit happening to try to fucking?
Yep, correct.
You know what
Correct.
I mean? Like, why
Yes,
why does it take all that effort to do foul shit, dirty cover up bullshit? Why, if she's guilty?
Because they have other stuff that they have done in their lives. And I'm telling you this because I've come from a background, which I ran away from, that people who do under dealings all the time in their lives, they're hiding from other stuff that they don't want to have people find out what they're really like.
You know, I'm with you on that, Kathy. I think that if we're talking about dirty cop, we're talking about they start lifting one rock, they're going to start lifting more,
Exactly.
And where there's smoke, there's fire. If these people are dirty in this case, they're going to be dirty in other cases too.
Oh yeah, and not just in the police part. I think they're dirty in every part of their lives. I do.
Oh sure, yeah.
Because
sure.
Why is Morrissey? I think Morrissey, in my opinion, is afraid of the McAlberts.
Oh yeah,
for some reason.
I don't know why.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
There's a big thing that's going on there. Why is he? You were just saying
I think
how
Chris Albert is the one calling the shots and directing Michael Morrissey's office to do things.
Oh yeah.
Like he snaps his fingers and somebody from Michael Morrissey's office jumps. Like that happened with the Canton 9.
I remember.
Chris Albert called Ken Mello directly, and Ken Mello has called the sergeant at the Canton PD and sent cops down there to arrest them. Now, of course, they didn't handcuff him and take him to jail, but they charged everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they did. Well, okay, so now they got this new big so-called colonel guy that's in there. I'm really going to be watching his moves,
right,
to see what's going to happen to.
You talking about the new guy at the MSP?
Correct.
I don't think he'll do shit. I don't think he's going to do anything. Because I think he's handpicked by. I think he's handpicked by Maura Healy. And
correct,
I don't think that she has. I think that she's either. I don't have anything to indicate that she's dirty, other than
you don't have
just
anything
the fact
to
that
prove
other
that
than
she's
that
not
she's
either.
that she's a politician. But other than that, but I could see that just the way that she dealt with the Enrique Delgado Garcia case. Just the way she handled that was enough for me to think, okay, well, I don't expect much from her. And
no,
and
they don't want to deal with it,
right? And I think
they're trying to let it go away quietly.
Yeah, and I think that Morrissey has pull with her. I believe that personally. I believe that Morrissey has pull and has strings that he can pull with her.
I think that every dirty person, regardless if they're cop or not, all have something on each other. And because I lived in a place where it was like this, and this is exactly what I'm seeing, but I think it's so much worse here and deeper. And if we even had the idea of half the crap that these people are into and have done and are hiding, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. I think the McAlberts are into some dirty shit beyond John O'Keefe. It's just a question of figuring it out. But yeah. All right, Kathy, I'm gonna wrap this call up. Thanks so much.
Yes, thank you. Have a great night.
You too. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Call from
Jay.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Will?
Yeah.
Hey, so this is Jay from Massachusetts.
What's up, Jay from Massachusetts?
So, hey, listen, common sense. I know you mentioned that, but man to man, why would Higgins, in theory, get mad to the point of on the verge of violence over a woman that, in theory, he never even went out on a date on or a date with? I mean,
because she was first of all, he was drunk. Second of all, she was she was the one who, I don't want to say the aggressor, that's the wrong word to use, but she was the one who approached him. And so the way that he looked at it, I think, I'm just theorizing because I'm not a mind reader, but I feel like he was drinking with Brian Albert. They were grab-assing. They were grab-assing, and Brian Albert, he probably told Brian Albert about the situation, and Brian Albert probably told him something to the effect of, if you don't fuck her tonight, if you don't go home with her tonight, you're a pussy, or something to that effect. And Brian Higgins just took it out on John O'Keefe. And John O'Keefe didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, when you look at the video, he's just kind of like, I don't understand. And Brian Higgins is getting very aggressive. And I think it had a lot to do with the fact that he was just really drunk and felt like he was in competition with John O'Keefe, and he couldn't take his aggression out on her because how's he going to get the girl? He thinks by taking on John O'Keefe, he's going to get the girl.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's something that just doesn't, the math isn't mathing for me in some respects on that front. That's all.
Okay. Such as?
I mean, listen, there's plenty of fish in the sea, right? I mean, and this isn't freaking high school. So it's like, listen, she's with another guy.
But his text with her, did that not remind you of a virgin talking to an inexperienced virgin talking to an experienced woman? He was afraid of her.
Curated text. Those are curated texts, first of all, so we don't really know how deep they went. I mean, they could have gone, full triple X rated. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't think that happened. I don't think that happened. None of it adds up.
We don't know what happened.
He was too. I mean, but you could tell by the texts. He was too standoffish. He was too scared of her. And why would he deny it? Why would he deny and lie to a jury? And play along with this lie with Karen Reed. And they were not curated, Microdot says. Right. And I mean, it doesn't make sense that they would be, because why would they both be? Why would him and Karen Reed both be on the same lie that that they never actually got intimate?
How were they not curated when Kelch helped him, I don't know, I guess facilitate what I guess what was procured to law enforcement?
Who? Did you say Phelps?
Kelch. Wasn't it Matt Kelch who helped him?
Oh, I don't know. I don't recognize that name.
Okay. Well, either way, I don't know. Something sus to me about that, because it's I don't know. I don't see 40-year-old, grown men doing that, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. Either way. So I
exactly. Just the way that he responded to a woman who is trying to hook up with him told me that he had no idea how to handle it whatsoever, which makes me not think it's far-fetched that he would get aggressive after having too many drinks while getting, play fighting with Brian Albert. It just,
if he got aggressive,
it absolutely tracks with me. I can hear you. Keep talking. I can hear you. I just got to step away for a second, but I can hear you.
No, so if he got aggressive, wouldn't that make sense as to why he would omit possibly the extent of their relationship, thus going to motive?
All right, can you hear me? Sorry about that. I had to step away.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing about the motive, excuse me about that. The whole thing about the motive is, why would Karen Reed go along with that? Why wouldn't Karen Reed admit to it? Why would Karen Reed not just be transparent about the fact that the two of them got intimate? Why would they both be in on the same lie? It makes no sense.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
I don't-
Like he's testifying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
He's testifying against her. Why would they share that secret? It makes no sense. Like one would try
Yeah.
to twist it to make the other one look more guilty, for sure.
Yeah,
But
I know.
it would be out there if they slept together. It would be out there.
Do you think so?
I know so. I know so.
You know
There's
so.
of course, there's no reason why the two of them would be in on the same lie. Makes no sense.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, listen, I appreciate all that you do. I appreciate Microdots and all the content creators, Joe Flipperhead and all the Turtle Boys, and Olivia is the best. Melanie Little, Mark Betterow. I appreciate all you guys do in this cause, and I'm certainly here for it. So I appreciate all your work and effort in this case. So either way, that's all I had.
Right on. I appreciate you for calling, Jay. Thanks.
Yep.
All right. Have a good one.
Yep.
Oh, I missed that caller. That was an overseas call too. That was not Higgins.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, well, Pennsylvania Dave.
Pennsylvania Dave. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, my man?
Chilling.
You know, when one thing doesn't make sense, that's one thing, Will. But when 20 things don't make sense,
exactly,
that's a whole different ballgame.
Exactly.
That's a whole different ballgame. Now, if you go back to when this first started, when they came back from that funeral, Higgins and Brian Albert went to his hillside for dinner, had some cocktails, remember?
Yeah.
Then Brian Albert leaves, goes to the waterfall. Higgins stays behind. Brian Albert sends him a text message saying, all clear, John ain't here. And Higgins drives down there then. They weren't expecting John O'Keefe to show up that night. I think Higgins was trying to stay away from that situation. Then when he got the all clear sign from Brian Albert, he showed up. And if you watch the video from the waterfall, when Higgins throws him the finger and tells him, come on outside, come on outside. Karen should have took John home. But John wasn't getting punked out. That's what that was all about.
I agree with you. I agree.
And he should have never went to that house. Now, I don't think there was any intentional things going on there, but I think when he went in that house, something went wrong.
You have to
something
remember,
went wrong.
John O'Keefe already suspected something going on between Brian Higgins and Karen Reed.
I understand that, and he probably had every right to.
He confronted her.
You know, I mean,
he addressed it with her.
Yeah,
he addressed it with her. He asked her if they were hooking up.
He probably went to her phone.
He asked her if they were hooking up. No, he saw on camera her walking him out or something after a party, or knew that he walked her out or something, and then that they smooched. They kissed like a peck. And then he found out something, at least that he walked her out. I don't know if he knew that they kissed, but he asked her if they were hooking up.
Yeah, there's just I mean, I know I've spoke to you before. There's just too many one thing that doesn't make sense, you could say, okay, it's an oversight. But when 20 things don't make sense, like I don't understand why they didn't cross-examine the Dighton cop who said the taillight was cracked, not broken.
Yeah.
Why didn't
I don't
AJ
either.
put a picture? Why didn't AJ put a picture up on the screen and say, "Is this what the taillight looked like in her driveway?" All he had to do was say, "No, it did not." That would have went a long way.
I mean, there's a lot of things that, you know, I think about the defense, and well, I wish they would have done, but I mean, there's no sense in worrying about that now. You know?
No, but I don't think they're going to
but-
overlook a lot of things they overlooked in the first
And I-
trial because it all went so fast.
Right. And I think that there's even less for the prosecution to work with this time, and that's going to give the defense a lot more to work with. So this is why Karen Reed needs our support now more than ever, because this is if she's armed properly, she can go into this next fight and kick massive ass. But she needs the support.
I think this Alessi was a big pickup, honest to God.
Yeah. I think Alessi is going to show us a lot of good stuff in this trial.
I mean, when he didn't like what Brennan was saying, he practically quartered him in all those sidebars. And he probably stood there saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" No, he probably did. We don't know what they said on the side of that. You don't know what he said over there to him. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Right.
Because I was a little nervous when Brennan came on. I said, "Ooh, what is this guy up to?" But you know what? He's got no more to work with than Lally had to work with.
Right.
And for a total
he
fraud,
definitely has no more. Like Brennan has less. Like are they gonna? They're not gonna call Proctor to the stand. That's fucking crazy.
They can't.
Right.
They can't.
They can't.
That ship sailed.
Right.
Yeah, but
and
don't
he's
forget,
the heart. He's the heart of the
AJ can call him
investigation.
to the stand.
He's the heart of the investigation. So if he's the heart of the investigation and they can't do shit with this guy, why is this even going to another trial?
Well, without Proctor, 0 plus 0 equals 0.
Right. Right.
You know,
but here we are going to a new trial. It makes no sense.
Well, we're going to a new trial. We just don't know how many counts we're facing this time.
Right.
Because the decision isn't in yet.
The decision from the Supreme Court, yeah.
Yeah, because I believe if they don't dismiss it themselves, I believe
And
they're
all
going to order. I believe they're going to order Beverly to bring the jury back and
that's what they'll do.
Ask them how they voted.
That's what I was just going to say. Is like they won't decide what charges to drop. They'll decide whether or not
to bring the jury back.
They'll decide whether or not they're going to order Bev to voir dire each juror.
I know, but Will, all it takes is one bastard on that jury to say that's not what happened.
Well, I mean,
but is somebody willing to do that?
I don't know.
Because
no, I don't think it only takes that one. I think if there's only one that says that, that's a minority. This isn't how a jury works. This is just
it has to
each
be,
juror. This is each juror being questioned by the judge. You know, this is each juror. So if the majority of them, if one juror says no, that's not going to make a difference. It shouldn't make a difference. If all the other jurors no, this is what happened.
Yeah, but it has to be unanimous. If one juror says,
No,
"How
it
did you vote?"
doesn't.
and he says,
No, it doesn't. It does not have to be unanimous. Not when it comes to a voir dire to figure out how the jury voted. You know.
No. All right. Okay. I see your point.
Yeah. Now, if it was trial, yes, they would have to be unanimous in a guilty verdict. That's how juries work. But in this case,
correct.
When it comes to just simply questioning each one to find out one juror saying something wrong, saying no, that's not how I remember it. I mean, if all the other jurors are sticking to the same story, then that's not gonna that should be enough for Bev to go, okay. That's
well, I'm not saying it finds Karen guilty. I'm just saying if all 12 don't say, yeah, we found her not guilty on counts 1 and 3.
Well, they don't have to be unanimous.
They can retry her on it.
Well, no, they would just have to. They just have to find out if how the jury voted. That's
Right,
it.
because they did say
How
on day
each
one
juror voted. That's it.
they didn't even talk about counts 1 and 3 after what, the first day of deliberations. They said we found her not guilty on both of them. But that was Bev's fault for saying unless you find her not guilty on all 3 counts, do not fill that paper out. That was written in stone. And that was shady.
I'm saying the jurors don't have to be unanimous. Like, you don't know what Judge Bev is going to base her decision on. Because
Yeah,
she could they could all say, hey, we voted at once the Supreme Court rules that she has to, the SJC has rules that she has to question each juror, she could still decide, no, you know what, my decision stands. You know what I mean? Like, and then they'll have to appeal that. At least I'm guessing.
Right.
I'm not sure if that's the case, but I'm guessing that's how that's going to work. Because Bev is still going to be the one to decide what happens after she questions all the jurors.
She is so fucking corrupt. You know that.
Sure. Absolutely.
She is so fucking corrupt. I can't believe somebody doesn't step in and tell her you're making a big mistake. Because she really is. I mean, she barely let Dr. Russell back on the stand. I went through that. I watched your petition that she wrote. Oh, this was a close one. It's not even close. You already let her testify, and now Hank Brenner's going to come in, and you're going to say, "No, Hank's right. You can't come up here."
Alessi reading her words back to her was beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
Masterful stroke. Guy's a smart boy.
Yeah, and it's that it boils down to just being that simple. Like, why are we doing this again? Makes no sense that we're doing this again. You said yourself that you decided she was qualified already. Why are you? It makes no sense. Stupid. If you were a different judge,
you know what?
Maybe. But if you're the same judge, then why the fuck are you even questioning her expertise and her qualifications? Makes no sense.
And Will, she didn't even have to entertain that motion. She could have denied the Commonwealth without a reason. She could have said, nope, she already testified. She's in.
She could have, right. And she didn't, and she didn't.
She wasted
and she wouldn't
all
give
that
Alessi
travel and everything.
And she wouldn't give Alessi a reason as to why they're even going through the new voir dire. Like, she wouldn't even give them a reason.
And that bullshit they just pulled by flying that expert in from Arizona when he had meeting set up.
Yeah.
When he had a meeting set up and that girl does not even work. Crawford don't even work at Canton PD. She works for Morrissey.
Right.
We don't know where it is. We don't save that shit. You're talking about a murder trial.
No,
and
she claimed that she gave it to the defense.
That's a lie.
Yeah, it's a fucking lie. And there's reason to believe that there's a lie because she's donated over like $1,400 to fucking Morrissey.
But that's a massive Brady violation. The case could be dismissed just because of that.
Right. Yeah. Like this is why I think that this is, and it still hasn't come out yet, but this is why I think that the motion to dismiss due to severe governmental misconduct is going to be about. That's what I think that's going to, what they're going to talk about is her donating.
Yeah.
money.
When does that get filed?
That's already been filed. It just hasn't been released yet. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know why we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not part of public record. I know that yet.
Right. Not yet.
All right. This is too much bullshit.
I agree.
Well, good talking to you, buddy.
You too. Thanks for calling, bud.
Stay safe, buddy. God bless.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up a little early, guys. I'm starving and I'm tired. So, yeah, I'm going to call it. And those phone calls ran a little long too, but they were good phone calls. They were all good calls. So I appreciate everybody who called. Thank you, guys. I want to thank all the mods too. I don't thank you guys enough, but thanks to all the mods that were in the chat. Appreciate it. Guys, please make sure to hit the like if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and make sure to double check if you're still subscribed, because YouTube just keeps unsubscribing people. It's really weird. So double check, make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. If you're new subscribers, I hope you enjoy the channel, because I'm really enjoying hanging out with you guys. And all of the support, the Venmos and the Cash Apps. Thank you guys so much for that, and all of the super chats. You guys are fantastic. Seriously, I'm really, really grateful. But yeah, I am beat, guys. And so I am going to wrap this up. I love you very much, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.